Hello everyone, my name is Matthew, here with Crescent Vale. We're taking a look at a Michael Jordan Black Diamond Gold Edition. You call it a triple diamond. It's a little more rare. There's four different levels of the diamonds. The quadruple diamond's the most rare. If you're considering this essential set of parallels for the Black Diamonds. And it is a gold edition. We have Michael Jordan, one of the best basketball players of all time. One of my, personally speaking, my personal belief there. But a quick disclaimer, we're doing a self-graded video, and this is my best assessment at the scores, and it's essentially a raw card that is going to be essentially known as ungraded. The scores are not guaranteed to cross over to other grading companies. The price point, the essential value of the card is not guaranteed to go up with my assessment, but essentially this is my ability and my assessment along with Grok AI. It's a Twitter XAI tool that you can use as well. You can buy the Zion slabs, and you can have your own level of due diligence whenever you're self-assessing cards. And I've said this in another recent video, but it's just my best way of avoiding any kind of errors that someone might obtain whenever they're buying one of my cards. It's the highest level of transparency that I can provide. Essentially, let's get into it. Let's get into the surface of the card first. And one of my favorite cards here. I bought several copies in several different parallels. They have a red parallel. I believe it's a 2 diamond. The 4 diamond is almost like a turquoise. So we're going to take a look at the surface first, centering, edges, corners. Then we will come up with a overall score. And I've cross-referenced this card with other grading companies for years. I have been collecting this specific card for probably 3 to 4 years, maybe up to 5. And I have a deep appreciation for it. It's where it will probably most likely continue to go up in value. And for any real collector out there that appreciates Michael Jordan or appreciates the Black Diamond series from Upper Deck, what's really nice about this surface is I'm not seeing a single issue with the surface. Feel free to disagree in the comments below. Maybe a little bit there. Sorry. Let's go ahead and try to, and I've been getting over a little bit of the illness, but yeah, I am seeing actually now. You kind of see it there on his face, which almost is a bit of I would say an imperfection, right? Do we get it? Nope, there it still shows. And what's interesting is this top left corner almost has something similar too. And if you almost hit it at a certain angle, like that design, and I don't believe that's an imperfection in the top left corner, because you can also see on the left edge, there's like just parts where the card has Michael Jordan, I believe the word is embossed, but there's definitely like the gold has like almost layers to it. And I'm trying to determine if that is part of the card or if that is an error. And first time grading one of these cards, and it always helps whenever you have other non-parallels to like cross-reference to see if that happens with other editions. My dog is kind of whimpering in the background. It would like a WLAK for other dog owners out there. So after this video, I will attend to the dog. It is it's much beloved. It gets a lot of YouTube love. It gets a lot of love in general. So it is never neglected. It is always I'll put it on the codependent side, which is fine. I love the little pup, but by all means, sometimes you just have to do your hobbies while your pets sometimes desire your attention is the best way to summarize this situation. So she is perfectly fine, just wants a little extra attention from the dog owner. Yeah, we all hear you, lady. And I'll clean this back up a little bit more off video. I was just trying to get to the surface if there's any surface issues. I'm always trying to remove any fingerprints from cards. And if you're ever sending your cards in for grading, always make sure you check for fingerprints and clean them up with a kind of cloth that I'm using. And that way it helps with your surface scores. So after looking at the front and back for the surface, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 9.5. Feel free to disagree in the comments. We'll pump it through AI, and we will take a now look at the corners of the card. And that corner looks sharp. I can't give it a 10. It's a 9.5 to a 9, that first corner. That's closer to a 9.5. That's an 8.5 to a 9. 8.5 to a 9. So I believe I'm going to have to mark, you can kind of see a bit of I don't know if it's an indentation or just a piece of an imperfection on the edge, but we're kind of specifically looking at the corner right now. Not too much on this back part of the corner, but it's in between a 9 and 8.5 for the corners. It's essentially, I'm trying to see if I can really see it without magnification. And I'm going to go with a 9 for the corners. The edges, I'm probably going to go 8.5. Being able to see this, essentially you can kind of see it right there, and I can see that, yeah, without needing to even magnify anything. So that's on the 8.5 scale for edges. Now the rest of the edges are really fine. It's really just that one spot that you can kind of see there. I'm not sure what happened, but it's almost a 30-year-old card, 25-year-old card. So we're going to go, I believe we said edges 8.5. So right now we're looking at a 9, with the edges being the drawback factor right now, you could say, or I don't know how else you want to word that. So the nice thing about this card is it has the Upper Deck logo in the top right. And what we can kind of see is it has that 3mm ratio that we're looking for from the top to the left, right? And it's always nice whenever they give us an anchor point that is clearly definable with our 3mm that we're looking for. This anchor point at the bottom, I can't say is as clearly definable. It's kind of on the 4 instead of the 3 at the top, a little extra room. And on the back, I'm not really seeing a lot of extra room at the bottom. So I don't know if I can really use that as a true anchor point at the bottom, but here can use the logos as anchor points, and we're seeing that 3mm that we've seen on several cards. So we can kind of look left to right, and we can kind of see what our distance between this Upper Deck logo, 3mm again, yes, yeah. So you can almost try to use that 3, yes. Possibly that front anchor point, but everything's looking, let's see here, almost 3.5 if we were to use the top of this diamond as the anchor point, closer to 3.5. So I'd say 9.5 for the centering. And again, I think that is all fair grades. A 9 overall is what we're going to go with. So yeah, card looks great condition, mint condition. Corners a little bit of wear, not too much. That edge brought that subgrade down to an 8.5. But yeah, overall great card. Thank you for watching. Continue to watch, and we will continue to share more cards and more analysis.